Well, hi folks, I hope everyone's well, keeping out of the reach of this worldwide virus, and I hope everyone's not going mad, because I'm feeling like I'm going insane because I just hate being cooped up. So, but we've got to do it for the good of everybody. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is just to try and show you how you can actually grow potatoes. Put up birds, there's that many birds, it's so quiet now. No traffic. Right, anyway, what I'm going to do is just show you different ways in which you can grow some homegrown potatoes in this lockdown that we're all in. You all know that I grow them in my 30 litre tubs, but you can also use, you can probably get these still delivered online. They're called polypots. They're about a 15 litre bag, and that'll do for about a couple of potatoes. And then if you can't even get that, then another way you can grow them, my mate's grown them with good success. You get an old compost bag, just roll it down. That'll do exactly the same thing as one of these polypots, and it doesn't cost you a penny, and it's a way of recycling or using your throwaway plastic, so you're not wasting it. And the main thing with these is though, just to hold it up to the sun, and if you can see things through it, then just double bag it, put 2 bags in, to keep the sun out, so the potatoes don't go green. Another thing, obviously a lot of people won't have seed potatoes now, and there's not really a way you can get them, because I think it's a bit too late to buy them from the shops. So if needs be, and if you're desperate to get some potatoes, you could just use the ones in your kitchen. Just leave those, depending what variety on, just plant those. They won't be the ideal new potatoes, but you'll still get a potato as, you know, of some variety, and if you take them when they're small, they should be nice. But like I said, I've got my own seed potatoes that are chitted. These are Nicola. And as for size of pots and how many I use, for new potatoes, for a 30 litre pot, basically I use like 1 potato every 10 litres, so I'm going to put 3 in these, and then the polypot, which are about 17 to 20 litres, I'll put 2 in, and then likewise for your bag, depending on the size, like 1 potato for every 10 litres. And again, it's whether or not you can get the compost as well now. So I was lucky, the day before we got locked down, I went and bought a load of compost, so luckily I've got plenty. I still think supermarkets will sell a bit, so you should be able to get some. So I'll just show you what I do with my pots anyway. I've got a bit of compost here. I'll just fill this up about half full. Doesn't need to be any kind of fancy compost. Any will do. So that's about half full. I've got my organic bloodfish and bone fertiliser. Just going to add a handful of that. It's probably a couple of ounces. Just give that a good mixing in. And then with the potatoes, where the sprouts are, just push those upwards, plant them with them upwards about 2 inches from the bottom of the pot. Probably won't be able to see them, but I've buried them there. So they're near to the bottom. And really, there's 2 ways of thinking. You can either fill it sort of 2/3 of the way up and keep earthing it up as they go. But to be honest, I've tried it different ways in the past, and I find that if you fill the pot up to the top, now when you're planting them, they don't have any reduction in yield. You still get the same results. So what I do, or maybe just leave a couple of inches, and again another handful of fertiliser. I like bloodfish and bone, not for any special reason, it just seems to be a slower release fertiliser, and that's that. Obviously once they start coming through and it's still frosty, you're going to have to protect them, but it's maybe a little bit early too now, so you probably can wait about another 2 weeks hopefully and get some planted. It's alright, it's just a little smoker's cough. And also, I mean, there's plenty of other veg you can grow in pots. You get a pot this size, you can grow loads of cut and come lettuces in it, spring onions, rocket. You could plant some little stump rooted carrots in it, the little ball ones. Lots of things, so you know, you don't need to be stuck for nice fresh veg. You can grow a lot of things in pots. So I might do a thing on that later on, depending on what the situation is. I mean, I'm lucky that they're allowing us to go up to the allotment. I've only been up a couple of times because I don't want to take the mickey, because there's police checkpoints around us at the moment, because I live in a beauty spot, so which is good, because there's been a lot of people about ignoring this ban. But they've started stopping people and asking them where they're going, so that's good. But anyway, that's it. Just to see, you can grow a few things in pots. So these are my potatoes. Grow them in bags, pots, or an empty compost bag like that. Just give it a go. It gives you something to do at home when you're stuck around doing nothing, because it's been driving everybody mad, this, me especially. But anyway, birds are out, no cars about. It's lovely. Weather's turned a bit rubbish, but it's grand. So I just hope everyone stays safe. Look out for everybody, and I'll see you later.